So we're ready to get underway here at Bella Vista High School. Ellsworth will take the face-off for the Broncos as we await the whistle. And we are underway here at Bella Vista. And the Broncos take early possession. That's Ellsworth who will bring it in. Here's Polanco, the leading scorer. Immediately a shot on goal. And that one goes wide, and Bella Vista will retain possession.
Shoot that straight over, it goes in the goal. The sidearms miss. They're harder to be accurate. Straight over, goes in the goal.
Here's Polanco. Looking for his opportunity once again. Tries to weave through a defender. Has the ball jarred loose. Some good defense there by the Zebras. Ellsworth will bring it back out. There's Guerra. Here is Gamboni. Not really a stressful drop there as he's able to pick that one back up. Polanco from the X. He finds Bunny. Bunny will work his way around. And this pass will go wide. Guerra is able to control it now for the Broncos. So very methodical right now. Looks like they're just trying to get things set up.
Yeah, still early in the game. You know, take your time, get settled, find the right pass for a shot.
And the first shot is a save for Van Stralen.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Here is a long pass that is going to come out toward midfield. Here come the Zebras.
That's their guy.
That's Cotton. Can't find a teammate. And BV controls once again. That is Hayes Reed, who had a little trouble with it, and it's controlled once again by the Zebras. So that's McCarty. He'll swing it wide to the left. There's a shot on goal, and that one goes wide. And actually, that's Chase Jones that's getting the call in goal to get things started. 3 goalies on the roster tonight for Bella Vista, and I would presume that all are going to get a chance to play.
That shot from 15 yards is pretty easy to save.
Yeah, not a lot of velocity when it gets to the net.
Well, and the goalie has a long time to zero in on it.
Here's Cotton. He'll send it over to the right side. And a swing move by Cotton. The ball is loose. Here come the Broncos. This is Morris.
They got 2-on-1. They got a 2-on-1 right there.
Here's Bunny.
2-on-1. There it is.
Bunny, Gamboni. He's got Polanco in place. Gamboni's going to bring it back around. Collides. Right out in front. Whiffs on the shot. The ball comes loose.
See that body defense?
Yeah.
If the Lincoln Zebras want to impose their will, they just did right there. They can keep doing that.
Zebras will take possession. Up the left side. Little physical activity there as they'll bring it back out. Here's Cotton.
Good matchup for him.
Hippity hop move. He'll take a shot on goal and scores.
You see, he was much bigger than his defender.
Yeah.
Number 99.
If he's paying attention and he sees that, anytime that happens, he should take that.
And a smaller man down on crease, you can come right over the top of him.
BV's got to recognize that, and you know, it's going to happen. You're going to get a smaller guy on him on occasion. That's fine, but it just means we're going to need to be quicker. BV's going to need to be quicker to slide.
So Bella Vista really has controlled the possession so far in this first quarter, but it's the first goal of the game goes to Lincoln. That's Sean Cotton's 16th goal of the season. Tebow taking the face-off for Bella Vista, but the Zebras control.
That Zebra shot was a better quality shot than the shots that BV has taken so far.
Ball is loose, and it's controlled to the right side. Lincoln still in possession.
Number 3 goal scorer here.
And that is Eberhardt. And Bella Vista in control.
Yeah, it was a good job on the defense there, not even letting the ball get to the goalie.
Swings it over to the right, Gamboni.
He's got 8 up top.
And they can't get it to him. They were looking for Tebow, and he wasn't able to control that pass. So Lincoln once again in possession. Ball jarred loose by Polanco.
Nick Thralson
And Lincoln
just got
controls. We got a whistle. And it's going to be Bella Vista ball. I guess they were just taking too much time there. Reinforcements in for Bella Vista. Bunny from behind the net. He'll bring it back.
Lincoln's much bigger than he is.
Yep.
Bunny swings around. He's got an opportunity. He scores!
Go Broncos.
Matthew Bunny with the equalizer.
So that Lincoln defender was much, much bigger, but he was kind of, his feet were anchored in the ground, right?
Yeah, Bunny got around him a little bit quicker, got that stick free, and made the shot.
Yeah, so I hope Bunny saw that, recognized, just learned.
Yeah.
He can work on that guy all evening.
A little jab step to the left and go right, or vice versa if he's coming around from the other side.
And if there's one thing we know about Bunny, he's quick.
He is quick.
So he's able to get around. He's able to get around those guys.
Yeah, so BV ought to engineer that matchup. Ought to create it.
And he's got a quick release on his shot, too.
Ellsworth controls for Bella Vista. Here's Gamboni. Gamboni in on goal, and he scores!
Go
Nice little
Broncos.
backhanded shot there.
That's a little Canadian right there for a shot.
So 2 quick goals. This is what we were talking about on the pregame. 2 quick goals within about 15 seconds of each other. So Bella Vista with their first lead of the game. Goals by Matthew Bunny and Carlo Gamboni.
Cody Simpson with the face-off.
Cody Simpson will get his opportunity. He just recently called up full-time to varsity.
Oh, did he really? Good for
That
him.
was, I think that was starting with the St. Mary's game.
Okay.
BV19 stepped over the line before the face black ball.
So Lincoln will get possession to start off. And standing there with it was Orion Hawley, and he just had it swiped away. Loose ball on the ground still. And Simpson controls it. Loose ball on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Gamboni. Here comes Carlo Gamboni, and he scores again.
Go Broncos. Number 3. Giancarlo Gamboni.
Easy look for Carlo Gamboni, and that one just, what can you say about that shot?
There's not a whole lot you can do. Midfielder coming out full steam, almost has no one defending him.
So Bella Vista, after giving up the first goal of the game, has scored 3 straight in less than a minute.
Going round robin here on the face-off.
Great opportunity with all the players on the roster here, giving everybody a chance. This looks like Tabler.
Yeah, Jacob Tabler's had a great first year, especially at that face-off position. He seems to be taking to that position very well.
Kick save and a beauty by Van Stralen. The ball out of bounds. Bella Vista controls. And it's Matthew Bunny. Spin it to the X. That's Gamboni. 360 move.
Needs to pop it back out. There we go.
Well done. This is Tabler way out front. He's got Polanco on his left.
There he is.
And they did. They had somebody right there in the middle.
He's still open.
Try to get it into him. Polanco can't find anyone. Here's Bunny. Bunny almost point blank range. Loose ball controlled by the Zebras. Here they come.
Pretty good
Tabler
wheels.
with a nice little bit of defense there to jar the ball loose. Matthew Bunny. Far side coming in. Here's a shot. There's a score.
Go Broncos.
All right.
Number
And that's
9,
Will Victorin. Will Victorin, that would be his first varsity goal of the year.
I think you're going to see a lot of BV guys taking it one-on-one because they just learned they can.
Yeah.
Lincoln's not, playing really a disciplined team defense, and so I think a lot of these guys, and we've just seen like the last 2 or 3 drives, the guy gets the ball, he goes, "I'm going."
Right.
And,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're taking a little longer to make that slide or just react.
Yeah.
So if they're a half step back on that reaction, they're going to have an open lane.
That one drive before this shot, he drove in, had 3 guys, but he kept going because he felt he could do that.
Loose ball. And it is controlled and picked up by the Broncos. Ornelas. There's Victorin. Back underneath it. Caden Hoop is now at the X position.
Jono Alonso looks like he's down at the off the GLE there for attack as well.
Here's Ornelas once again. Lots of JV players on the field right now for Bella Vista. Hoop to Alonso. Alonso will look out in front. That's Tebow. Tebow will send it to the right side. And the Broncos will swing it back again. Here's Hoop. Hoop, 30 JV goals this year. Ornelas. Trying to find his opening. Again, they'll just bring it back out and take their time.
It was a good decision not to make that pass. Triple.
Here's Hoop tripled.
Yard sale.
So is that an official lacrosse term, yard sale?
That's an official term.
Equipment on the ground.
Okay.
It's a yard sale. It's out, and you don't want to have that happen to you and called on you.
Right. Centering pass from Morris is controlled by Van Stralen.
Oh, there you go.
Way to the outside. He gets free. Van Stralen, the goalie. They'll float it ahead.
Pretty good pass by backup goalie, huh? Pretty good control on the
Did a pretty good job there.
Yeah.
Ornelas collides with his own teammate. And now Bella Vista will be able to set the offense. Caden Hoop left side. Alonso at the X. Alonso comes in. He tries a sharp angle shot. And that one's loose.
Get on your horse
out
and
to
get that.
midfield. Get on your horse or your zebra.
All right.
Timeout, Zebras.
And Lincoln will go ahead and call a timeout. We have 3:09 to go in the opening quarter. The score is 4-1 in favor of the Bella Vista Broncos. 2 goals by Gamboni, 1 by Bunny, and 1 by Will Victorin. So after that first goal, guys, the first goal that Lincoln scored, it's kind of been an onslaught from Bella Vista.
Well, yeah, I think what was mentioned earlier, once they discover that the defenses were a little slow on the reaction, they've taken advantage of that, found a quick step, gets an open lane to make a quick pass or a quick shot.
As a group, Bella Vista's a little more skilled lacrosse players and lacrosse team than Lincoln is. I don't know how many years Lincoln has had a team. Do you guys know?
I don't.
Well, in looking at Max Preps, they do list past years. The last they are showing before this year is 2017-2018. So it looks like they had a team 2012 through 2018, and maybe for the past few years they have not had a team.
Could be. And then what is the youth feeder program up there? I don't know that there is one.
That is a good question, and it's something I believe that you're both involved in here. That is critical for the high school team, is to having the local program.
It really is. Just to have the sheer numbers to come out to the supporting high school to make sure that program continues on.
Well, and you have to learn how to catch and throw first. Yeah. And so imagine a basketball game where the kids have difficulty catching and throwing. Basketball game would be pretty slow and pretty not so great. And so if you walk onto a lacrosse field as a freshman or a sophomore and you're just now learning to catch and throw, you're way behind.
Yeah. And
so the youth program gets the kids the ability to do that, move around, understand the game a little bit, and then they're coming ready for JV and varsity lacrosse, like football does, like basketball does, like all the other baseball does, like all the other sports do.
So Lincoln will begin with possession of the ball. Right at about midfield. Nice spin move, but has the ball taken out and taken away. Good defense there as Hayes Reed tries to bring it into, or check that, Hatfield tries to bring it into the attack zone. Here's Caden Hoop.
That guy on the ride, though, really ought to play his defender, his offense guy on his own goal side. Means get the defender, the ride guy should get closer to his own goal.
Right. Don't leave that
chasing
open giant.
He was chasing him.
Centering pass, Hatfield shoots, and that one goes high.
Nice defense, though. A little bit of will imposed there. 14's going to remember that next time he gets one.
Alonzo.
That's what Lincoln can do.
So they're back out, setting for the perimeter. This is Kyler Simpson. Now Tebow once again. Tebow and Simpson playing catch. Hoop from the X.
This sticks up on Lincoln, every one of them. Every one of them. That's good.
Yeah,
and that's what they're supposed to do. You've been talking about that in our past broadcasts as well.
That's pretty good discipline because most teams, watch BV, most teams don't do that.
No, they don't. They leave their sticks hanging low. Yeah, like you said, it's just good discipline, good form on the field.
Good physical play by Lincoln to jar the ball loose. Bella Vista still in control. Here's Simpson. Simpson on goal. Scores! Kyler Simpson!
Number 12,
Second
Kyler
goal
Simpson.
of the year. And with 1:37 to go in the opening quarter, Bella Vista now leads 5-1.
Yeah, that was nice ball movement, nice quick catch and shot by Kyler Simpson there.
BV can feed the middle all day.
Yeah.
That guy, if the guy in the middle was more aware of how open he is, most of them aren't. If he was more aware and if he was more ready, they could feed that one all day.
Off the draw, Ellsworth controls. Getting a little separation from his defender, now met by others. And they'll work the ball behind the net. Gamboni has Bunny on the outside. Gamboni looking to the center of the field. Now here's Bunny. Bunny with an underhanded shot, he scores!
Goal Broncos. Number 2, Matthew Bunny.
So Matthew Bunny, his second goal of the game.
BV's had more off-ball movement than any game that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
And so either they've worked on it just recently, or maybe this defense, they feel more comfortable doing it against this defense. But we'll probably see more of that.
Broncos, number 30, Lucian Weimer.
Yeah, once they do some film review, they should really take a look at that and say, hey, you guys are moving the ball around pretty good. You guys are rotating well.
Rotating. That was just happening right there. And they're comfortable doing it.
Looks like Lucas Hancock, who was at position to take the face-off, is now coming off the field.
They don't like his gear.
It looks like there's a gear issue, and so they're going to bring in a different player. What's that?
He's probably bleeding.
Oh, okay.
And so the sideline folks are going over to find some tape or gauze or something.
So Orion Hawley will come in to take the face-off against Tebow of Bella Vista. Loose ball. Sheridan had a chance to pick it up.
Should have had
Still
that.
in the air, and Bella Vista controls.
Gets the pop-up.
Got to make that pass sooner.
And Sheridan is able to bat it over to Kyler Simpson. Gamboni. Back to Polanco. Polanco will now find Lucian Weimer is playing in the field.
Just learned something. Is he JV?
He's the goalie. He's the varsity goalie
yeah.
usually, but Chase Jones is in goal right now for Bella Vista. And I'm presuming that either Chase Jones will keep playing or that River Kinley might get the second quarter if Lucian Weimer is going to be out in the field right now with 16 seconds to go. Otherwise, you would figure he would be getting the goalie gear on. Loose ball is controlled by Hayes Reed with the long stick. Midi back. Here comes Hayes Reed. He's going to wind up, and it goes wide. Oh, he would have loved that, especially with the long stick, right?
He's got to put that bounce shot inside the crease.
Yeah, it's got to hit just inside that blue circle there.
So we have come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6 goals on the board for Bella Vista after giving up the first one to Sean Cotton on his 16th goal of the year for Lincoln. It is 6-1 in favor of the Bella Vista Broncos. So as speculated, River Kinley will get the start and goal here in the second quarter. And now the penalty was called at the quarter break. This would mean, I suppose, that Lincoln is going to get possession to start the second quarter.
No face. You see the Lincoln midi up there
right
on that 50-yard line. He's going by himself. And so, yeah, new goalie comes in. He hasn't seen any shots yet this game, and now they're he's playing man down.
And Beck Van Stralen is going to continue in goal for Lincoln.
So was that called on the face-off man or just a stick check in general?
Just a stick check.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
Where's Lincoln number 1? Or Lincoln number, there he is, 99. I'm sorry.
99's out there. Here's a swing and a shot and a save by River Kinley. Loose ball.
Every shot that 8 has taken during the game and in warm-up has been from that far away.
Scooped up there.
No, they really need to get in between that yellow and blue, like close to the yellow arc.
Yeah,
there.
You want to build a much closer shot. And when you got an extra guy, you can do that.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Here's Caden Hoop. Hoop swings around. Hoop's got the goal. Hoop will take a shot. He scores! First varsity goal of the season for Caden Hoop, his 31st overall, and the Bella Vista Broncos now go up 7-1.
Talking about that one-on-one thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened right there.
Yep.
So that's a shorthanded goal for the Broncos as well. Carlo Gamboni, by the way, is serving the penalty. Ellsworth wins the faceoff, and he's got a full head of steam.
Yeah,
he'll dump it right out in front for Caden Hoop once again, and just like that, he scored again.
Number 10, Jackson Ellsworth, with the assist.
And an assist for Jackson Ellsworth, of course. That was a beautiful job on the part of Ellsworth to really set that up, and Hoop was just right there. He usually plays the X position for the JV team, and so he was able to just come out on that one side of the goal, and nobody was near him. Nice pass and an easy shot.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot of kind of fast break when the face-off guy wins the ball. Come down, X-man comes right up there by the goal line extended on the crease, and just an easy pass off because the other guy's going to have to slide to cover.
This ball is controlled by Lucas Hancock of Lincoln, and a whistle.
Somebody stepped out of the box before. It's illegal procedure. Somebody stepped out of the box before possession was called.
So here come the Zebras, and a shot by Hancock. Save, River Kinley.
It's a decent shot.
Mason Poole trying to control. Kinley finally comes up with it for the Broncos.
And
Kinley gets around.
Rivers comes out of the box here.
They try to knock it away, and he doesn't. So midfield, tried to get it to Polanco, and he does. Polanco, high into the air, is able to pull that one down. Mateo Polanco still looking for his first goal of this game. Substitutions for Bella Vista. Guerra behind the net. Guerra will look in.
Good time to just practice killing a penalty.
Bunny.
I mean, they could score all over the place probably right now, but just the right thing to do is kill this penalty, and so they ought to just work on executing that.
Polanco from the
Yeah,
X brings it around. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I agree. They should just play round robin, retain the ball.
What you do in lacrosse when you're man down is kill the penalty. And so, yeah, they could shoot all day against Lincoln, but, you know, to get ready for next week or get ready for Friday, get ready for next year, work on killing this penalty.
Are we back even? Because I don't see anybody in the box.
There's 6 whites out there.
Okay, so just like you talked about, they successfully have killed the penalty and even have a goal. Tharlson out top. Tharlson steps in. Has it knocked away. He'll scoop it back up. Looking for his help, Cody Simpson. Simpson thought about an opportunity there, looking for an opening.
Oh, if he could pass like that left-handed, he could have driven left-handed.
Back to the X. Bunny lost it. Loose ball, controlled by the Zebras.
That was a Ward. Ward on black, going white.
Ward on the Zebras. So Bella Vista will keep possession of the ball. Matthew Bunny. He'll take it behind the net. Getting bodied a little bit. Looking for help. The ball comes loose.
Should go white.
And that will be Bella Vista ball off of a Lincoln player. It's Isaiah Eberhardt, number 8, who's had a couple of shots in this game as well. Simpson, Guerra. To the X, Bunny. Out front, Polanco looking to shoot. Back to Bunny. Bunny tries a shot, ball comes loose. And Van Stralen is the one that had it. And here come the Zebras.
It was a good choice by the goalie to pass to that guy on the clear.
They bounce it out. Looks like Cotton's trying to pick that one up.
They're not affecting him.
Cotton using the body to get through a couple of players. Here comes shot, and Cotton comes in on goal. Gets by some defenders. Save, River Kinley.
Yeah, 2 good swim moves there. Had the line.
Yeah,
Unfortunate bounce on the,
I think
on the
that
shot.
just missed.
Back behind the net and a whistle, and it looks like a turnover. As they're pointing to Bella Vista. Here's Victorin. Loses the ball.
Got to pick that up
Try
with
to
2 hands.
sweep that a little bit.
Not going to work.
And Zach Clark picks it up, or tried to pick it up, but Bella Vista has it. Polanco once again.
Good choice to just pull that out.
Bunny looking for the shot. He's double teamed. Tries to get it back out to Polanco, and this one's going to roll out of bounds, and we'll go over to the Zebras.
I think that was checked away from him, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left his stick out hanging a little too far on that single-handed cradle and just got checked. Knocked it right out.
And a little difficulty for Lincoln trying to get the ball in bounds, and it goes out of bounds. Possession now back to Bella Vista.
Back on that BV possession down there, just thinking he could do a little more than he actually could.
Austin Mosley in the game for Bella Vista to defense position, seeing his first action. Polanco left side. Here's Bunny. Bella Vista again taking their time, and again, this time I think that was the unforced error.
Flag down.
Oh, we got a flag down, okay.
Don't know why.
Looks like offsides on Lincoln.
Are they going to call something here?
Well,
Or maybe it just came out? So Bella Vista will retain possession. Cody Simpson. This is Josh Guerra out front. Guerra scored in the game on Friday. Back out front to Josh Guerra.
BV's man on the crease is open all day long. Just nobody knows.
Here's a shot by Guerra. He scores.
Goal Broncos. Number 1, Josh Guerra.
So that will bring us to 9-1 now in favor of the Broncos. First goal of the game for Guerra.
BV's got to find that guy on the crease. He's open all the time, and it would really help BV improve their overall season by working and getting used to feeding that guy in the crease. He's open here.
Yeah.
They should feed him and let him shoot.
7th goal of the year for Josh Guerra.
Another observation there on the man-up play there. Just quicker on the passing, right? Quick sticks, get them stretched out. They got fortunate with that shot, but they could have done it a little bit quicker.
It's a good save.
That's a shot by Gamboni, and Van Stralen with the save. He's played the entire first half in goal. at the backup goal position. Here comes Cotton. Cotton using that size to get around some defenders. There's actually Poole staying with him pretty well. And that will go off Eberhardt's stick, and it will be controlled by the Broncos.
The wheels on 8.
Yeah.
Here's Weimer. Weimer getting some field action here. Back behind the net. Bring it back in. Back out to Kyler Simpson.
Yeah,
Tebow will retrieve for Bella Vista. Go ahead.
I think Brandon Tebow should have taken that shot right there when he took it.
There's a cutter.
Yep.
They get it to the cutter, and that's Gamboni who shot. Save, Van Stralen.
Good save.
Ball bouncing around in the air. Bella Vista trying to scoop at it, and Van Stralen winds up with it in that big fish net of his. 5:25 to go, second quarter. Bella Vista by 8. Van Stralen being hounded as he gets rid of the ball. Loose ball is going to be picked up by Kinley. Kinley, facing a lot of traffic, gets rid of it. Gets back to the goal mouth. Ball is still loose out in front, controlled by the Zebras. In on goal. Here's a chance, point blank range. Save, River Kinley. And a whistle, and the ball will go over to Bella Vista.
99 Cotton just showed us he doesn't have a left hand.
Penalty on the
No.
Broncos.
So he can do anything he wants about with his right hand, but isn't comfortable switching left.
Check that, we have a penalty on the Broncos, and so it'll be it will be Lincoln ball.
Broncos have too many guys on the field.
Uh-oh. Now we've got a whistle again.
Only one has to come off, not two.
Right.
Now they get everything squared away. Gianni Faria will bring it in play. Here's Eberhardt. Eberhardt winds up. Save, River Kinley once again. Loose ball.
15 yards out again by 8. He hasn't shot any closer.
Kinley tries the outlet. It's intercepted by Cotton. Cotton in on Kinley. Point blank range. He scores.
Goal Lincoln, number 99.
Yeah, number 8's got a pretty good shot. If he was this comes in 5 more yards, get better shot placement, and like I said, just have less of a reaction time for Rivers to get the ball.
So that brings us to a 7-point Bella Vista lead here. 4:34 to go before halftime. And the face-off at midfield. Ellsworth wins another one. Tracked down by Weimer for a second, but now the ball loose again. And the Broncos control it. Here's Poole.
That ball should have gone to either the goalie or the other defenseman across the field instead of into 3 black shirts.
I believe that's Trent Whaley in number 34, which is not his normal number.
Yeah,
And Ellsworth gets ushered out of bounds.
The ref's standing right on the sideline watching for that.
And so that will turn things over to Lincoln once again.
So again, on that clear, when BV had the ball by the defenseman down there, if he'd have passed it to the other side of the field, there wouldn't have been so many black shirts there, and we might still have the ball instead of this turnover.
They're trying to find Cotton once again. Loose ball on the ground. And it's controlled now by Lincoln. That's DeLuca. Charles DeLuca for Lincoln. Lost it. Picked up by the Broncos. Weimer. Weimer gets free. Showing some quicks. Starting goalie. He'll swing it over for a shot that's deflected, and that will go out of bounds.
Right off his melon.
Check that. Did I?
That was Nico.
That was Nico. I'm sorry, Dan. It looked like a 30. Oh, I'm glad he didn't score because that would have totally messed that up. All right. We'll reset it here. Weimer is in the game, though. Ball loose. Outside. And it's controlled here once again by, well, almost controlled. Ornelas has it for the Broncos. He's got Posehn in the middle. And low goes to Gamboni. Gamboni finds a cutting Weimer. Can't get it to him. Almost picked up by Posehn. Loose ball still. Controlled by the long stick. Here come the Zebras. Too tall for Sean Cotton. This one's going to go out of bounds, and the turnover goes over to Bella Vista. Substitutions coming in for the Broncos. Miles Hatfield will come back in.
Right choice. That's the right guy.
Here they go.
Oh,
And
got bodied hard there.
Little will imposed there, right?
yeah.
Here's it comes
But
again.
he gets back up and gets possession again. So unfazed. Here's Weimer. Weimer in on goal. He's got a good look. He takes a shot. He scores! Lucian Weimer on the other side of a shot.
Number 30, Lucian Weimer.
At 1:48 to go, I think we can easily say that is his first goal of the season.
Is he left-handed?
Who?
Shooter.
Lucian Weimer?
Yeah, the shooter.
I don't know. I'll take a look for that. I don't know if he just went left or if he's naturally
It
left-handed.
was a good left-handed shot.
Yeah.
How good does it feel when you're normally a goalie to actually get to score a goal?
Or to just even be anywhere on the field besides in the crease, right?
Yeah. Off the face-off, loose ball. Somebody's going to pick it up at some point. As it rolls into the attack zone for the Zebras, and ultimately it winds up going out of bounds. And so the possession will switch over to Bella Vista. This is Tebow. Finds the
That was a good
opening.
check.
That was a good check.
And a good pickup for Bella Vista on the bouncing ball.
Yeah, they're going to watch out for number 8. He's got some speed on him.
That's Polanco. He finds Bunny. Bunny, a sweeping underhanded shot. That one goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to Bella Vista. At least that's what I thought I saw him point. No, I'm sorry. It'll go to Lincoln. They pointed the right way. I misinterpreted it. This is Cotton. Eberhardt.
Across. There it is.
Added the open man to the right side.
Back to the shorty.
That's Clark. Or check that. That's Dallas. And that shot goes wide. Lincoln will keep possession.
That Lincoln defenseman's a pretty good athlete. He looks good while he's running. Staying down here on offense, too.
It was actually a pretty good looking shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's Cotton. Cotton gets free in front. That one's deflected away. Cotton on the ground. Kinley in possession of the ball.
He's got to shoot that straight over, and it goes in the goal. Black ball.
And what happened here? Was there a foul?
So maybe a trips a real penalty, I think, right? So
Trips
I'm
are a real
not sure
penalty,
what it is,
yeah.
but it went black. Just unfairness.
All right. That one's too tall for Cotton.
Yeah.
And out of bounds. And we've seen that more than once with Lincoln tonight. Here's Victorin. Victorin with a full burst of speed.
He doesn't want to go right-handed.
To the left.
7 seconds.
5 seconds to go. Here's a shot on goal. Score! And I believe that is Mateo Polanco.
2-2.
Number 22.
Mateo
Mateo
Polanco,
Polanco.
his first goal of the game, 31 on the season. And that comes with 1.7 seconds left.
Bella Vista 11,
You know what that was? That was a nice overhand shot.
Yeah. Calling it half. Yeah,
So they
see,
will call the end of the first half here.
if the guys would watch some college football on Saturday, they could learn how and see how many of those shots go straight over by the guys who are exceedingly good lacrosse players, and they would learn a great deal. I wonder how many of these guys are watching college lacrosse on Saturday.
I would guess probably not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot, and it makes you wonder why. But
it's like they're watching more golf than they are than lacrosse.
Or what is today's video game? I don't know.
I think you're onto something, David.
Yeah, but they would really do themselves a favor to. I mean, and what that means is being a student of the game. And I'm not so sure, and I don't know, and I could be wrong, but I'm not so sure a lot of the guys are real students of the game.
Well, I know that the team gathered last week for what was billed as film study, and they did watch a little bit of some of the games that the Broncos have played, but they spent a lot of that evening over at the pizza place watching a college lacrosse game.
Oh, great.
Now, I don't know, I wasn't there, so I don't know if there was any kind of explanation or anything that was going with it, but they were watching a college lacrosse game. It's great to have that opportunity to see the guys that that have elevated to that level to where they can play D1 lacrosse and see what they can do.
The D1 is the best it is. Well, the pros are good too, but the D1 is you can learn a lot. But I tell you one thing the players here can do too is find on the web a high-level high school lacrosse game. The D1 players are superhuman.
Yeah,
they're superhuman. They are players that our guys will never be, and that's okay because we're not all superhuman, right? We're just us. But if they find a New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, New Jersey high school lacrosse game on TV, they can see themselves and see how it's played at that level, and they would learn a great deal.
And lacrosse is big on the East Coast. You're absolutely right, and so
it's completely different.
Yes,
it's a culture out there. It's like Texas and high school football.
Exactly.
It's just that's what they live and breathe is lacrosse.
And you're getting all the athletes too. I mean, some of the guys on the BV team probably play some other sports too, but a lot of guys don't. And but watching the D1 games, and you're listening to the game being called, and of course that guy's a star linebacker, that guy's an all-state wrestler, that guy was recruited to play basketball somewhere in D1. BV much better clears in the first half. They only failed on 2. They failed on a lot in the last home game. Again, not the same team they've been facing, not the same kind of skill they've been facing, but a real important statistic driving more possessions.
So you can hear the wind kicking up. This is Morris for Bella Vista. Ornelas. Looks like River Kinley is still maybe in goal.
He doesn't want to go left either.
Zebras control.
So if you don't want to switch hands to your left side, you can't move to your left. You can't drive to your left with the stick in your right hand. You lose it, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Lucian Weimer is in goal for Bella Vista. After scoring a goal from the field of play. Nice pickup there by and forced turnover by Lincoln. Cotton tried to control that one, and he ultimately will.
Got in his left and split right.
Cotton brings it in on goal. He's going to have a chance, and now he's forced to the wide. He's forced wide.
Good decision.
And now he's back behind the net. We'll have to give it up. Here's Eberhardt.
Good decision on that drive. He drove, got taken away from him, and there's a good cut.
Right inside it goes. Little trouble coming up with it.
This ball tripped.
And we've got a possession now to the Zebras, unable to control until out there at the 40 mark. Braden Schaefer into the game. It's a fake. This is Cotton, goes head up on a defender. Whaley trying to body him. Cotton gets free. He takes a shot. Save, Lucian Weimer.
That was a nice save by goal there.
Weimer, fresh off his first goal of the season that he scored, will bring this one all the way out near midfield. And he tried to, his pass was not controlled. Van Stralen still in goal, by the way, for Lincoln.
Good sharp pass.
Here's Eberhardt. Eberhardt has full head of steam. He'll dump it over to the left side. There's a shot deflected and ushered wide by Lucian Weimer.
Yeah, they're still taking shots too wide. If they do that all day, it's not going to pan out for them. They should have come in a little bit closer on that shot. He had room.
Oh, there's another one.
Backside.
And Weimer controls.
He's got a cutter. He's got the man 10 out here. 10.
That's Ellsworth at midfield.
Too late.
Near.
Failed clear so far.
Still loose and now controlled by Lincoln. That's Dallas. Trent Whaley tries to keep it in bounds. Cotton winds up on the ground.
We're going to get a trip there.
And we will get the flag, and Bella Vista will touch and control, and there is the whistle. So 8:59 to go, third quarter of play.
Take a penalty on the Broncos.
And Lincoln will take possession from the far side. This is Cotton out front. Cotton's going to wind up.
That shot was from last week.
Right.
It's just too hard to save. You see, it's near the 25-yard line, 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was from the 20. That started at the 25.
Yeah, so that's 20 yards away. Failed clear on BV. That's 3 straight.
Here's Dallas. He'll try to flip it over to a teammate, and that one's going to go out of bounds.
But shots like that are too far out, and it was also high to high. It left his body high and hit the goalie high. It's too easy to save. The goalie can see it all the way. And when you're man up, you got an extra guy. You got time to build a shot that's much better than that.
Yeah, get that passing around, stretch out that defense, and make a better shot.
Kyler Simpson.
If 18 just plays his body, he'll be able to keep him from getting in. That's it, just like that, just like that, just like that.
And again, using that size advantage that you were talking about, David.
Yep.
Here's Tebow.
Well, and you can see 12's not that great a ball handler. So if 18 could read that real quick, or his defender, whoever it was, read that real quick.
Hayden Hoop, he finds Reed.
This is good.
Reed
BB
just taking his time.
Taking the time and figure it out, and now we'll go run it. Use the defender's momentum against him.
Here's Reed. He'll bring it back out to Kyler Simpson. Simpson jogs his way to the middle.
Now we're even.
Even play. Max Morris back on for Bella Vista.
8 is open. 8 is open.
Open again, yeah.
8 is open.
Morris.
Open again.
Now they'll just work it back behind the net. Hoop once again. Couple of goals in this varsity game for Caden Hoop. Hayes Reed. Again, very methodical for Bella Vista, taking their time, looking for the opportunities. Reed gets his balance back and then sends one toward the goal, and that one goes over.
They called that a pass.
And they called it a pass. It certainly didn't look like a shot.
Hard to know what it was.
Yeah, it looked more like a pass. I would agree on that one.
So that means the Zebras will take possession, and that is Rex Watts who brings it in, is normally the goalie.
Nobody was open.
So Watts is playing in the field of play tonight. Here's Tabler. Tabler with lots of green. Met by Eberhardt.
No, that's Feeney.
I'm sorry, that's Feeney. You're right.
Black impose their will.
The
Kick it away.
Good movement there by Eberhardt.
Failure. Four failed clears by BV this quarter. 4 out of 5.
They did much better the first half.
So here come the
good decision.
The Zebras once again. This is Eberhardt.
He looked to drive and then he pulled it out. It was a great decision.
Pass comes over to the right side.
Good stop.
And there's Cotton once
Here
again.
comes the slide. Good. All
Cotton
5 guys.
works his way through.
6. He's got all 6.
Right out in front and
All
just kind of
6.
underhands it into the goal.
All 6 white shirts were right there.
Number 99, all by himself.
Like you said earlier, if he decides to rush in, use that size and strength.
A little imposed will on offense as well.
And Weimer really didn't have a chance on that one. And again, it wasn't really much of a shot either. It was just kind of a little underhanded scoop.
Standing on the doorstep like that, that's all it takes. BV's just got to learn how to play a guy like that. It's not that hard, and you don't have to be that big to at least slow down a guy like that. You got to lower your body, put your shoulders in his rib cage, and get your hands together and punch him in the sternum.
Yeah.
So 11-3 is our score. Victorian will pick it up for Bella Vista.
It's a good ground ball.
That was a nice little rake back there to Victorian.
Pick it up.
Trouble picking that one up. Bunny had a chance at it. Gamboni's there. And finally, Cody Simpson will take a shot, and that one will go wide.
Because there was no attackman behind. Need discipline from the attackman. But now, many people are on the ground ball, but you don't need everybody on the ground ball. You need a guy behind.
Van Stralen will send this one up near midfield. Here come the Zebras. That's Dallas. Dallas tries to find Cotton, and they cannot. Again, the pass too tall, too high. It makes me wonder if Lincoln, maybe moving towards next season, can work on their passing and get that real crisp passing attack down. Things could be a lot different for them. They have missed on a lot of passes tonight.
Yeah, just making, like I said, sloppy passes. Just that ball turnover,
Just watch these wheels.
Here's Eberhardt. And he's got a lot of green. Gets by the defender. He's come in. Last defender. He gets by a couple of them. Save, Lucian Weimer. This one's going to roll out wide, and it will go out of bounds. And the Zebras will continue possession. 5:04 to go in the third quarter.
That's a shot.
Eberhardt again takes his shot. That one goes wide.
It's the closest shot. Well, he took the last two shots, and the closest two shots he's taken so far.
There's Eberhardt once again. Eberhardt's looking for his opportunity. Cotton.
Good pick.
Nice screen. Yes. Gets around the screen. Gets in. Save, Lucian Weimer.
Great defense there by Austin Mosley.
Whistle as
the ball on the field.
Extra ball on the field. Zebras will get ready to bring this one in. They'll bring it to the outside. Here's Cotton. Hat trick tonight. All three Lincoln goals.
Look at his matchup. Goalie sternum.
And Weimer controls that one.
Shot like that's just a turnover. He could have built a much better shot. You saw his defenseman wasn't that big. Bowled him over.
Right? I thought he would have, learned the last couple of shots that he's taken. I can go in there and put a head of steam on it and make a shot.
I also think he's getting tired. Look at his hands on his hips right now.
Yeah.
Well, he's been out. He's the team. And so they rely on him a lot. And again, they do have the 7 subs that we talked about. Broncos in possession. This is Gamboni. Bunny behind the net.
So he's much quicker than his defenseman.
Here's Tebow. And so the Broncos will bring it back out.
Put the ball back over to Bunny and let him work on his defenseman.
This is Gamboni once again. Bunny will cut out. Centering pass comes back out to Tebow. Tebow can't control, but now he does. Works around Cody Simpson.
This is where his lacrosse IQ comes in. The team should recognize this matchup that we've got right here.
Here's Gamboni.
White 7 on black 88, is that?
Gamboni brings it out. Gamboni's looking for his opportunity. Sets up. He takes a shot. That one goes wide. Polanco closest to the ball as it goes out of bounds. Bella Vista controls. Polanco brings it in. Gamboni again. His shot. Save, Van Stralen. And Van Stralen will try and bring this one out. Second leading scorer on the team, but he's pressed into goalkeeping duty tonight.
See how fast and athletic he is?
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
He's making his way all the way down with that goalie stick. He's looking for a shot. He brings it in, and he's denied.
Jason Black. You see how fast and how a smoothie is with the stick there.
Does he think he is Joe Thomas?
Yeah. Makes me think he plays another sport too.
And normally plays in the field here, lacrosse-wise. So Weimer will pick it up for Bella Vista. Broncos in control, 2.5 to go in the third quarter, 11-3, Bella Vista in front.
Where was that going? Got lucky.
Bunny scoops it up.
Good move.
As Guerra to his right. He'll send it over to the right side and into traffic.
Telegraphed.
Loose ball. Gamboni controls. Gamboni tries to get it to Polanco. Little too much there. Bella Vista turns it over. 2:03 to go, third quarter.
He saw he was, he knew he wasn't in complete control, and he's trying too hard to make something happen. Should just kept it and go behind. We'd still be on offense. Of course, we're getting it back.
Long pass there, and Bella Vista will get it back. Guerra will bring it in.
2 across. Too late.
Bunny.
Good defense.
That was good defense. Bunny's able to retrieve. Polanco. 1 goal tonight, 31 on the season. Polanco shot goes wide, and that goes out of bounds.
Timeout.
And a timeout for Bella Vista.
Broncos.
139. Oh, go ahead. No.
I don't see the rotation that I saw in that first half. The first half we were rotating a lot, better ball movement, better body movement. I'm not seeing that this quarter.
I wonder if it was different personnel then. And I'm not sure the personnel. I'm not sure. I think the personnel who were moving aren't not necessarily. Let me try and get this right. I think the personnel who were moving are not the guys who are normally in there.
I see.
I think they were different numbers.
Well, when it comes to the JV players getting to play in a varsity game, there is that little added motivation to play harder and to be jazzed about being out there on the field.
You bet, and that's kind of where I was going. I wonder if the guys who were out there were not the normal varsity guys, like I was saying. It might have been the JVs, and that was excellent lacrosse.
By the way, one name we have not called, at least in terms of the action tonight for Bella Vista, is number 24, Joe Thomas. He is on the sideline with no helmet on, so it looks like he is being held out of this game. He did not play Friday at Rio Americano either, suffering a bit of a little bit banged up in the Roseville game, and is just kind of nursing. Again, I think it's the knee, right? Ankle. It's an ankle that he is that's bothering him a little bit right now. So obviously you don't want to put too much pressure on it if you don't have to.
BV Coach Paul there got 7 guys, pulled out to the side here, and he's drawing up a plan. Just rotation. Don't do this. Do that.
And those 7 guys are the ones that are going to be on the field, presumably. Although Caden Hoop was part of that, he's coming back toward the bench. So Gamboni and Bunny are on the field. Ornelas is on there as well.
So we're going to restart just below GLE on the far side.
Morris, Guerra, and Polanco also on there. I see 6 attackers, which is what you're supposed to have, right?
Yep.
And then there will be 3 back with Lucian Weimer.
3 attack, 3 middies. Set up in an open set.
And we're back underway. Bunny from the X.
There we go. There's the movement.
Maybe they saw the same stuff you did. Tried to get it to Gamboni, couldn't control. Loose ball.
Need a little zippier pass, a little better feet set, a little better, more body in that pass.
And here's Van Stralen.
Good choice. He's the guy. He was the one who had no man. He's got a big guy across.
And here come the Zebras. They'll send it toward the middle of the field.
Need that catch. Little will imposed there.
Yeah, and Sean Cotton is going to battle it out with Whaley, try to get the ball. It is into the end zone. Cotton is the first one to get to it.
His ex-attackman should have got that.
Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Cotton.
Could be a drive here.
Cotton. Nice little 360 move. He takes a shot on goal. Lucian Weimer ushers that one wide.
Next thing for 99's development is a fake before the shot. He gets himself open, gets himself in the right place, but it's kind of gone to the same place every time, and the goalie can zone in on it. So if he can, there's a good shot too.
Eberhardt, his shot, knocked away by Weimer.
So 99 come up with a fake before that shot, make the goalie move or make the goalie freeze, either one.
Back underway, 20 seconds to go, third quarter. Back out in front, the ball behind, and scooped up by Bella Vista. Here come the Broncos. Full head of steam is Max Morris. He'll find Gamboni. Gamboni lost it.
Should hold that pass till the defense moves.
Ball going out of bounds, and the quarter comes to an end. We have reached the end of the third quarter of play. All Bella Vista tonight, only one goal in the third quarter, and that happened to be the third goal of the game for Sean Cotton of Lincoln. Our score is 11-3 in favor of Bella Vista. And I'm eager to see folks like Caden Hoop moving up to the varsity next year. And Thomas Lonnie, who is not here tonight, he was under the weather and missed the games against Roseville and Rio Americano. And so hopefully he'll be back and ready to go here before too long as well. Here come the Broncos.
Well, they're still bringing a man on. They ought to slow down here for a sec.
Here we got Nick coming on, new man.
So here's Hoop. Hoop will bring it out in front. He's sent to the ground.
Little will imposed.
Loose ball on the ground. Who's going to be first to it? Scooped up by Tharlson. Tharlson immediately double teamed. Able to pick it back up once again. Has Simpson right behind him. A couple of former soccer teammates, by the way. Won't tell you who the coach was. Here's Kyler Simpson.
That's a good lift check there. Kept that shot from happening.
Centering pass winds up in the net of Van Stralen. Loose ball.
Nice little flip.
And here come the Zebras once again. Loose ball. Tharlson comes up with it again.
Lincoln goalie's hand hurts. His left hand.
Well, they have the other guy here. Bringing it in.
A save. But
no.
it bounces in.
Oh, it goes in?
Yeah.
Go Broncos.
Goalie had the initial
Number
shot.
5 is Reed.
Goalie had the initial shot, but it rebounded off, and I think the ball was spinning and bounced and went in the
Well,
goal.
that goes to Hayes Reed. That is that would be his first goal of the season. And that gives Bella Vista a 12-3 lead.
It's a high five from the high 10. High 10 from the coach.
Got a little substitution there on defense. Looks like Alan Elliott coming on. Black left early.
False start, so Tebow will take possession here for Bella Vista. And the Broncos in possession here. There's Bunny. Bunny from the X. Still works his way around. Bunny with a little bit of a shove brings it back out. He'll take a shot that then will go wide and bounce out of bounds.
Last two possessions we had attackmen taking it one-on-one, right? Because they think, they feel like they can here against this team. That one was pretty good. The first one was not a little ill-advised. There's another one.
Polanco spins, winds up with Gamboni.
That was a good pickup.
Back over to Polanco, out front to Morris. Wind kicking up here. Morris.
Got the step.
Stop, looked for the shot, brings it back out front. Broncos control. Tebow.
Good D.
Little struggle to getting possession of the ball, finally does.
Defender just made a wall there and kept the attackman from getting in there, kept the midi from
Loose
getting
ball,
in there.
Weimer out of goal. He comes up with it. Ace Elliott running a little bit of interference there for Bella Vista as well. Weimer all the way into midfield. He's continuing his way down, looking for his second goal of the game. Here comes Lucian Weimer in on goal with the goalie stick. He's hit. He's sent to the ground. Loose ball, penalty flag.
You bet the goalie's on the ground.
I would have taken that penalty.
Look at the size of the goalie. Everyone can put him on the ground.
And he's getting high fives all around as he heads back to the goal mouth. And the Zebras will go a man down. 9:13 to go in the fourth quarter of play. 12-3 Bella Vista.
Smart play though would have been for him to get rid of that. Maybe on the take it across. That's great. He was open. He beat the other guy. But when he gets around that the 30 football 30-yard line, down in their offensive end, it would have been time to get rid of it.
So Gamboni will bring it in for Bella Vista. Wait to whistle play underway here.
We got 2 men off the field.
2 men in the box.
2
You're
men
right.
in the box, right? And so there's 4 playing defense for the man down Zebras. They're set up in that box.
2 men advantage.
Just like 4 on the dice.
Bunny.
7's open.
Broncos will bring it out front. Here's Ellsworth.
7 on the crease.
Right now the Broncos
A little
trying to
Willen
send
post.
it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. A big collision. Loose ball on the ground. And it's going to be controlled by Bella Vista.
Watch this defender here. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ellsworth.
He's going to take that. He'll take both of them.
Loose ball at the net, and Van Stralen will come up with it.
He's an athlete too.
Yes, we've seen that. But he's caught out of the goal mouth.
Got to get in the goal. Get in the goal.
Oh,
It's out on white. It's staying black.
And Josh Guerra was having trouble fielding the ball there.
So one of the penalties released. Just 1 man in the goal or in the box. Timeout, Lincoln. They're going to set up this clear.
So we have 8:31 to go in the fourth quarter of play. All Bella Vista tonight. Although we did see that Sean Cotton of the Lincoln Zebras is as advertised as their leading scorer. You don't want to mess. Well, you have to mess with him defensively, but when he's coming at you, it's not necessarily the favorite sight of any defending lacrosse player to see someone with that size and his ability to put the ball on the net.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen Michael Dallas do what he just did there, like a little bit more during the game.
You bet.
If he would have put a little more pressure, some of these guys going to the inside, I think the score would have been a little bit different.
It'd be very different. And I'll tell you what, Lincoln was down 2 men. Was there? I'm honestly forgetting it. Showing my age, right? Was there a quality shot in that man up?
No.
By BV? There was no quality shot. Lincoln killed one of the penalties, the 30-second penalty, and then now they have the ball. So how did they do that? Because that guy ate some people up.
Yeah.
So if they'd have done that more throughout the game, and like I was saying in the beginning, if they knew to do that, I was wondering, did Lincoln know to play like that? And they haven't really called that play that much, but if they just decided to play like that, it would be different.
And too often you see that in a lot of teams. They get to that desperation stage. Okay, now I'm going to play more physical. They should be doing that all game long.
Yep, that's the play they should call. Their skills are less than VV's stick skills, but they've got the body advantage, and they could have changed this game throughout if they'd done more of that. But now we've got a clear. So here we are on this clear. There's even numbers on this side of the field. It's 6 against 6. Since Lincoln is man down, they've only got 6 guys on their defensive side. So BV could match up 1-to-1 or play it differently.
And Dallas will bring it in for Lincoln.
Yeah.
But then this is the athlete. I'd leave it in that long stick's hands. Why is that guy open? Why is anybody open?
Van Stralen is the one that gets it out. A little trouble handling the ball. And they just try to push him out of bounds. Ball is still loose. Ellsworth has it. Ellsworth a 360 move, get away from one defender and right into another. Waiting off of a screen. Jack Ellsworth.
Trail check.
Ellsworth.
Get rid of it.
Over to Bunny. Bunny will bring it back around. They'll swing it back. Polanco will bring it in. He'll take a shot. Deflected by Van Stralen. Gamboni has it. Gamboni out front. Polanco again. Gets by a defender. Check, drops the ball loose. And the Zebras, a lot of times they've had those good checks to get the ball loose. They've had a lot of trouble scooping up those ground balls.
Well, they're trying to go single-handed, not getting low enough.
Saved by Van Stralen as he's being hounded by Bunny. A long pass comes out to midfield.
Got to pay attention.
And it is controlled.
All right,
there's
got even numbers here. Oh, the attacking behind should step up.
Cotton gets by a bunch of defenders. His shot deflected wide. Tell you what, Ace Elliott Ace Elliott, who has similar size to Sean Cotton, was not afraid to go body to body with him there.
It looks like a penalty on the Broncos.
Yeah, that was good. Just get him a little bit off his line.
Yeah.
Made him miss the shot.
Slash 1 minute. You heard that Kong on the face mask, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a slash.
So Whaley will come to the penalty area. The 2 players, or is one of them just coming out here? Yeah, the other one's just coming. That always throws me off when the players come out and they come to the penalty area first before they.
Well, that's the only place. That's the only place you can sub through. You have to go in and out of the penalty box to sub on and off the field. That's
Zebras. Here's Cotton again. He scores.
Goal Lincoln, number 99.
So Sean Cotton, his 4th goal of the game. And Bella Vista's lead is now 12-4. With 6:52 to go in the 4th quarter. Like a couple of, check that, it's Tabler will take the face-off, and he will go up against Lucas Hancock here. Loose ball.
Yep, Tabler up with possession.
Nice job by Tabler to win that one. Of course, he wins quite a few of them at the JV level. Tabler in, dumps it in front, looking for Alonso, deflected away by Van Stralen.
That was a good save by the goalie there.
That's a good, but that was also a good look to find the man right in the middle, right in front of the goal at the crease.
It was good heads-up play.
Here's Hancock once again.
Only right hand. Just play his right hand.
Yeah.
He's not going to switch.
Bringing his way through. He's met by a couple of defenders. Gets free from them, but is also freed from the ball. Poole. He'll look for Alonso.
Alonso, back like
as the ball arrives, so does a defender. And that is
Might be a penalty on Lincoln.
That is Rex Watts, who's normally the goalkeeper. He's the one that got there with Alonso just a little too soon.
Illegal body check.
6:06 to go.
Non-releasable. Lame. 2 minutes non-releasable.
So Bella Vista will have a man advantage for a little while here.
An example of the little bit of over-policing that goes on. That was a foul completely. That's an illegal body check. I don't think it's 2 minutes non-releasable. That's a normal, to me, that's a normal 1 minute illegal body check. Releasable.
So the Broncos will open play in this sequence with 6:06 to go after the penalty call. And this is Ellsworth. Ellsworth has an overtime game winner against Del Oro this year.
Put it on the man on the crease.
One way out. Guerra will control it.
See, nobody realizes that 7 is open on the crease. There's no defender. The defender's behind him.
Yeah.
The defender needs to have a stick on his chest.
Ornelas. Ornelas brings his way in. He shoots and scores.
Goes between the goalie and the pipe on the near side.
Anthony Montano Ornelas.
Anthony Montano Ornelas with the goal. That is his second goal of the second goal of last year and this year combined. It's his first goal of this year. He had 1 last year and 3 as a freshman, but good for him. First goal of the season, 13-4 in favor of Bella Vista. Nick Tharlson taking the face-off for Bella Vista. This one is loose and controlled by the Zebras. This is Eberhardt. Eberhardt has an angle. Closed off. He's going to take a shot. Save Lucian Weimer. Doesn't know where it's going. Zebras control.
Again, that shot a little far out.
Collins. Collins out front to Cotton. Hippity-hop move and a spin move. Got all kinds of white jerseys in front of him. Loose ball controlled by Tharlson. Nick Tharlson on the move. Has a defender with him, able to jar the ball loose. Tharlson scoops it up. Jogs his way in front. He'll pass it over to the left. Centering pass. That one's on the ground and winds up in the net. of Beck Van Stralen.
Pass like that's never going to work.
Long pass out to the middle.
Good. He's awake this time. Check.
Here's Eberhardt. Eberhardt near the sideline.
Nice pass.
Whaley trying to get there. Loose ball being swept out. And Whaley with the long stick, he controls it. Hossein.
Will imposed.
Yep.
See, that clear pass
Loose
should
ball.
not have gone to that spot. If you got a little
Here's
lucky on
Mosley. Mosley with the long stick.
that. Still not in the box yet. The ref's still counting on the far side.
Failure
One
to
step.
advance. Now, he has to get to the 30 on the football marker.
Across the 30, yes.
Across the 30.
Again, the BV field is not lined for the boys' game. There should be a blue line along the 30, just like there's a blue line underneath the 30 and the 20 and the 10 under the numerals. That's the side of the restraining box. There should be a blue line along the 30.
Here come the Zebras. Pass
Can
to
he get
the
it?
middle of the field.
No.
This one's going to roll for a while.
We needed our man to go get that ball. We needed that guy, the black guy, to pick it up.
Zebras control it. And they'll work the perimeter now, and they'll find Cotton. Cotton's going to wind up from distance.
Too far away.
Lucian Weimer controls. Played the entire second half in goal. Chase Jones and River Kinley split the duties in the first half.
No numbers, pull it out. Pull it out.
Morris had it and it had a shot attempt that goes long.
Better decision. We've still got a midi still just showing up into the offense here. Better decision was pull that out and run an offense. On the restart.
Loose ball picked up by the Zebras.
He should pull this out too. Okay, now they don't have
Instead,
it
it winds up in the net of Lucian Weimer.
Yep. High shot.
High to high. Too easy to save. That was just playing catch with the goalie.
This ball once again.
Pushing it back.
No call. Here come the Broncos. In front, swinging shot, score!
Goal Broncos. Number 23, Anthony.
And that's Anthony Montano Ornelas once again, second goal of the game, second goal of the season. 2:37 to go. Bella Vista up 14-4.
New defenders, are they? Has 40 been out there before?
Mason Poole, yeah, he's played.
All right.
Haven't called his name a lot tonight, and I think maybe it's others have been given some additional playing time. I think we will see him more in the next two varsity games as the rosters get split up once again.
It was a good ground ball, good tough ground ball fight there by
Here's
Tim.
Ellsworth. Ellsworth has an angle, bringing it in on goal. Has it knocked away. Loose ball.
It was an easy check to make by that
It
defender.
was. He kept his stick down too low.
Well, the defender knew what he was going to do. The defender knew he was going to shoot, and that means he's going to pull it back to his right.
Polanco, far left. Tabler out front. Tabler will dump it over to the right, Gamboni. Gamboni will take it behind the net.
He's looking for a feed.
Brings it back out. Getting pushed around again, that's Ornelas. Here's Bunny. Bunny winds up. He shoots. That one goes wide. And Ornelas was the closest one to the ball, so Bella Vista will continue the possession. 1:35 to go. Bringing in spin move. Here is a shot that goes wide.
Another BV guy on the ground.
It was Polanco with the shot.
Bunny trying to hit somebody, but didn't do anything. That Lincoln guy should have just taken that ball to the corner, because now it's loose in front.
The fight for the ball, and finally Lincoln controls it.
Check. Go.
The ball deflected away, and it goes out of bounds over to Bella Vista. 1:03 to go.
Guys got to learn, and you'll see this when you watch college football, college lacrosse on Saturday. It's fine to start a clear by running to your end line. Run behind your goal. Yeah. It's okay to be there.
Gamboni. Pick up the loose ball.
You just pull it back. Someone will go to you. You just take it up to the goalie. Let the goalie take it up from there.
Exactly.
Here's Gamboni. He takes a shot. That one goes wide.
Good take.
Polanco closest to the ball will bring it in. 39 seconds to go. An early start means an early end. We're just about done with our varsity game here this evening. Polanco.
No angle.
He scores, though.
Put it in. Check it out.
Goal Broncos. Number 22.
Mateo Polanco from the right side with no angle. And he puts it in the back of the net.
That's naming the paper date for the prom, right? with 30 seconds, yep. Nice. He's been waiting. He's been waiting all game to pull that one out.
All right, so 28.9 seconds to go to be exact on the time clock. We got the face-off at midfield, all Bella Vista tonight. And the loose ball will now be controlled by the Broncos. They'll bring it in front. Victorin.
Time for a last shot.
Victorin has an option. That got his first varsity goal of the game earlier.
He wants it to be him.
Ball out. Van Stralen.
Yep.
He'll send this one. Poole got a stick on it to knock it wide and go out of bounds as the clock comes out and the clock expires. Bella Vista in control after giving up the first goal of the game. It was all Bella Vista after that, and really it was all Bella Vista before that too. They gave up that first goal of the game, respond with a 15 spot total throughout the game, 15-4. The Bella Vista Broncos winning this one against a completely outmatched Lincoln team.